Yes, Tarun, please start.
Yes. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I welcome you all to the 611th meeting of the Madras Toastmasters Club. We at Toastmasters International is an organization that was founded in the year 1924 by Ralph C. Smedley. Toastmasters International has 4 core values, that is integrity, respect for the individual, striving for dedication to excellence, and respect and service to the member. So this being an online and an offline meeting, I request all the online participants to rename themselves as Toastmaster space your name. If you are a role player hyphen Toastmaster your name. If you are a guest hyphen your name. I request all the online participants to stay on mute when other person is speaking. And here I request all the participants and guests here to keep their mobiles on silent and not talk while the speaker is giving a speech. And hoping this meeting goes well. And I know this will go well. Over to the presiding officer, Toastmaster Kavita. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Tarun, for setting the pace of the meeting, right? Good morning, Toastmasters and guests, both online and offline. It is really good to see a lot of people offline as well. And I would like to declare 611th meeting of Madras Toastmasters Club open. Let us proceed directly to the meeting. So today we have Toastmaster of the day, as Toastmaster Ramesh. Toastmaster Ramesh is a passionate Toastmaster. He works for eBay PayPal as a software architect. And I would like to give the control directly to Toastmaster Ramesh. And do we have any guest offline? I don't see any guest online. Do we have anybody offline? No guests?
No, Kavita.
Okay, let me hand over the control to Toastmaster Ramesh. Over to you, Toastmaster Ramesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster, presiding officer, Toastmaster Kavita. Good morning, my dear fellow Toastmasters and guests. Welcome to today's Toastmaster meeting. So there are 3 sessions in every Toastmaster meeting. The first session would be prepared speech, and then the second session would be table topic, and then the third session would be evaluation session. So in the prepared speech and evaluation session, only Toastmasters would be given the opportunity to speak, but in case of table topics, even guests are welcome to participate and then give the speech. Coming back to the theme of today's meeting, the theme of today's meeting is you did not come this far to only come this far. So we all have come here so that we improve ourselves and then make the progress. And then the word of today's meeting is exuberance. Exuberance is the noun form, and then the adjective form is exuberant, and then the verb form is exuberate. All the great actors know how to exuberate their performance. So it is in the verb form, and then she gave an exuberant speech, wherein the exuberant is the adjective, and then the third thing is like the politicians know how to exuberate and present their speech. So the exuberate is in the verb form. So coming back to the theme, so we all have big moments in our life. So there are various things which determine the moment. One such moment happened in my life is during, like, when I was going to the gym, and then I was doing gym and then I was taking rest regularly. The instructor came and then he told me, like, you did not come here to just do this and then relax. So I heard this quote, you did not come here this far only to come this far, previously, but it was not having any significance in my life. But at the moment he told me, it really struck me, and then it inspired me, like I should really push up and then participate and then take every minute as an important moment and then perform well. So we'll talk more about the theme of the meeting as we keep progressing. And then coming back to the prepared speeches. Today we have a very young and dynamic Toastmaster Abhana Janani will be giving the first icebreaker speech. Sorry, like I should also introduce the general evaluator. So the general evaluator for today's meeting is Toastmaster Balakrishnan. So if Toastmaster Balakrishnan is a very veteran and then former presiding officer of Madras Toastmaster, I would like to hand over to the Toastmaster Balakrishnan to introduce about his role and his team role. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Ramesh, and good morning. President, ExCom members, fellow Toastmasters, guests, very good morning to you all. As a general evaluator, as a step-in, I have taken this role now. I will be explaining this in 3 parts, and I have 3 parts. One, from the beginning of the meeting till the end, I will be noting down the appropriate usage and based on the agenda, how we are going to proceed. And I will give the feedback later in the day. Okay. Second part is to introduce my team, tag team, timer, accounter, grammarian. And the most important part I will be doing first is what is evaluation, what is general evaluation, why we need a general evaluator to do all the things. So before I call upon my team, I'll be doing on the basic things. Going with the theme of the day, you did not come this far to only come this far, right? What does it mean? You have come up to this far, you will say where you are if you don't have the feedback. So in Toastmasters, we see this criticism as constructive criticism. We approach with a positive comment, add 1 point for improvement, and give the feedback to the person, speaker, or anyone. Here we will be giving comments for various role players also as a general evaluator. So this is, in short, a constructive criticism sandwich method. Morning, I'm sure I had a sandwich, you all had a sandwich. That is sandwich method. You say that one bread, in between stuff various items, whether it is cheese or nice cheese or other vegetables, which is a positive factor, and give finally one tinge of hot sauce or anything. That is where the improvement. With this, let me introduce my team. I will be more fully explaining on general evaluation soon, but let me hear from the timer. Oh, I will start with grammarian, backwards. GAT, okay, grammarian is ready. Mr. Tarun, can you explain the role of a grammarian, please? Can you unmute yourself? You're not audible.
My role as a grammarian here is to identify every person's usage of language. I will take note of usage of words like quotes, phrases, and idioms. I will also take note of corrections that can be improved of each and every person. I'll give close attention to every speaker in the meeting today. So over to you, General Evaluator. Thank you.
Thank you, grammarian. Next, R-counter, Toastmaster Manu. Can you explain the role of R-counter, please?
Thank you, fellow Toastmaster. Greetings to everyone. The purpose of our counter is to note words and sounds that are used as crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler words, including and I will also note when a speaker repeats a word phrase such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you. Over to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Manu. We had wonderful explanation from Toastmaster Tarun and Madam Manu. And finally, we have timer. This completes this one. Timer, Toastmaster Jagustin. Please.
So today it is me, Toastmaster Saravanan, handling the role of timer.
Sorry, noted.
Oh, sir. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. As a timer, I will time the table topic speakers, formal speeches, and evaluation sessions. I will also alert each speaker of the time they left using the green and yellow and red cards, which denote specific times remaining. In case of icebreaker speech length should be within 4 to 6 minutes. I will raise green card at 4 minutes and yellow card at 5 minutes and this red card at 6 minutes. There will be a 30 seconds grace time. In case of table topic session, the speakers should limit their remarks within 2 minutes. I will raise green card at 1 minute, yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red card at 2 minutes. There will be 30 seconds grace time over this too. In case of evaluation session, the time limit should be 2 to 3 minutes. I will raise green card at 2 minutes and yellow at 2 minutes 30 seconds, and 3 minutes. Red card will be raised at 3 minutes. There will be a 30 seconds grace time. Thank you, everyone. Over to General Evaluator.
I will add one more comment here. Thanks, timer Saravanan. That at the chat box, sometimes if there is a problem in sharing the color code, you will be giving amber, red, green.
Yes.
Okay. This completed. I also have other team, which is the evaluators, which will be introduced by our GE later. And meanwhile, I will hand the control back to the Toastmaster of the day, Ramesh. Thank you.
Toastmaster Ramesh, please unmute yourself.
Thanks, Toastmaster Balakrishnan, for introducing your team. So the first speech for today is going to be given by Abha Janani, and then the evaluator for the speaker is Toastmaster Santosh. I hand over the control to Toastmaster Santosh to explain the purpose of the speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ramesh. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, and especially my target speaker, Toastmaster Abha Janani. The purpose of her project is for the member to introduce herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. All the best, Toastmaster Abha Janani. Have a great speech. Over to Toastmaster.
I would hand over the dais to Toastmaster Abha Janani. Abha Janani, all the very best.
Thank you, T. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. My name is Abha Janani, and I am from Chennai. And I would like to start with a cookie story. For the longest time, the first thing most people ask me when I tell them my name is, what does it mean? And I explain to them that Abha means brightness or light in Sanskrit, and Janani means mother or creator. Father wanted my name to start with A. Astrologer said it had to start with J. So compromise was reached. That's how I always thought of my name. Slightly long, slightly unusual. That is until a few years ago, when I met this English professor during a training course. And when I introduced myself to her, she asked me, you guessed it, what does your name mean? And I went and launched into the whole story. She heard the whole thing and said, okay, but have you thought what your name actually means? And I pull up a blank. I thought I just explained it. Then she said, okay, wait, let me explain this. She said, see, Abha means light and Janani means creator. So Abha Janani actually means the creator of light. And in that moment, I was blown away. See, I had never thought of my own name that way. So here I was, 22 years old, having my own name explained to me in such a beautiful way, in a way that I had never thought of. And it was an amazing and a humbling moment for me because it taught me that no matter how much you think you know, you might think of yourself as the master, but there will always be something out there that you can learn, even if it's the meaning of your own name. Names and meanings apart, I would describe myself as someone who is in search of light, in search of meaning. The finer details building into the bigger picture, all things that make our lives meaningful. I came across this quote on the internet once that went, the person who knows the answer to the question how gets the job done. And the person who knows the answer to the question why becomes the boss. And I felt like I could really get behind these words, because if we truly want to take control of our lives, be our own boss, I feel that we should first take the extra step beyond the what, beyond the how. Ask the question why. And sometimes the answer might come from within you, sometimes it might come from the rest of the world. But when you ask that question, you will find your true purpose. Even growing up as a child, I was one of those kids who tormented their parents and teachers with the question, but why? Until, of course, they lose patience with me and then ask me to be quiet. At which point, I turned to books. Starting from the Tell Me Why series, I went on to reading comics, fiction, science-based non-fiction. Books like Sapiens and Outliers are some of my top favorites. And when I'm not reading or working, I'd probably be found at the beach, enjoying the breeze and listening to the sound of the waves, preferably accompanied with some Ilaiyaraaja or A.R. I would basically describe myself as introverted. See, speaking to people is not a skill that comes naturally. It requires a lot of deliberate effort. But I always wanted to overcome that. I always wanted to be able to express myself freely and confidently. For me, joining Toastmasters at the Madras Toastmasters Club is one such step to challenge myself into doing something that I'm not comfortable with, that is public speaking, and hopefully along the way, sharing with all of you what I know and getting a chance to learn from all of you. Thank you.
Thanks for the exuberant speech, Toastmaster Abhajani. Now coming back to the theme of the meeting, like there are multiple moments in our life, they might seem insignificant, but later it keeps drifting you in and out and make your thoughts wander. So my dear fellow Toastmaster, the similar moment, as I explained you, it happened in gym, and then after that, the quote inspired me to make progress and then keep working hard. After hearing that quote, I started to take each and every task very sincerely and then kept progressing. Prior to hearing this quote, I used to skip some of the last dead-end tasks, but after hearing this quote, I started to complete all the work and then go for the rest. Yeah. Now coming back to the second speaker. The second speaker is Toastmaster Balakrishnan. So I would like to hand over to Toastmaster Kavita to explain the purpose of the speech.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ramesh. Good morning again, Toastmasters and guests. Toastmaster Balakrishnan, my target speaker, is giving his level 1, project 1, Icebreaker, in the path Persuasive Influence. The title of his speech is Introduce Myself. This being his first speech, all the very best, Toastmaster Balakrishnan. Over to you. Over to TMOD.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kavita. Toastmaster Balakrishnan, the virtual dais is yours. So the title is Introduce Myself. Toastmaster Balakrishnan.
Thank you, everyone. Is my voice audible and video visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Timer, you can start. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I like to quote here, an honest smile is an icebreaker. So let's start with an honest smile. So I'm a BE graduate and currently pursuing final year of LLB honors. My hobbies are playing basketball and reading novels. My and moved to Chennai for my law school. My life journey from my hometown to Metro City is amazing, full of memories, wonderful people, and bundle of challenges. My journey has been meaningful only because of the people I met. There's no me without the
I think he has some connectivity issue. He was not audible as well. TMOD, can we move on to the next speaker in
We will
the
wait for
meantime?
30 seconds. No?
Okay, okay, I'll try to contact him. But TMOD, please be, is TMOD there? I'm not able to see the TMOD. Okay,
Yeah, Kavita, maybe we'll go with the next speaker.
okay, sure. I'll try to contact him in the meantime.
Thank you, Kavita. So the next speaker is Toastmaster Jacob Ronald. So Toastmaster Jacob Ronald is the young and dynamic Toastmaster. So he's going to give speech. He's going to give his first icebreaker speech. And the title of the speech is My Life So Far. To explain the purpose of the speech, I would like to hand over to Toastmaster Srinivasan, the evaluator for the speech.
I think there is some
Please
change. I will be the evaluator for Jacob.
Okay, yeah, please give the speech objective.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. And Toastmaster Jacob in particular and fellow Toastmasters, good morning once again. And my target speaker, Toastmaster Jacob, is attempting his icebreaker speech. In icebreaker speech, generally, he has to introduce himself. That is the first purpose. And two, he should structure the speech in a way which is good. These are the two objectives for this speech. Okay. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
TMOD, I was just trying to contact Balakrishnan. So what is happening? Why are we waiting?
So Jacob Ronald, so
Jacob is available, right?
yes, ma'am.
yeah, Toastmaster Jacob Ronald, please start your speech. My life so far.
I hope audible and visible.
Yes.
Okay. Then we can start now. I would like to start with a quote. The magic you are looking for is in the work you are avoiding. It's a perfect quote to describe me. I have been always trying to looking for the magic is to improving my communication skill, but I'm avoiding it because of my fear and nervous I have. Now I have the chance to break that fear without avoiding the magic I'm looking for. I'm going to try my best here. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I am feeling elated to present my first speech before you all. Let me introduce myself. I am Jacob Ronald. I was born and brought up in Dindigul. Now we are settled in Chennai. Speaking of my family, my parents worked in the cooperative printing press and they have 25 years of experience in the printing field. I have one elder brother. His name is Joe Anthony Roach, and he is working as a senior team lead in Philippines for printing related company. We were like Counterman and Sindhi, basically. I always got beaten from my brother when we are playing or when we are working in our house. The day wouldn't end without got beaten from my brother. And when I looking for a job, he helped me more, which I should never forget it. And I am married, and my wife's name is Manjula. She's working as an accountant in Mansalvar Honda showroom. We have one little kid. His name is Jasper Leandro. He is studying his UKG. And coming to my studies and career, I completed my schooling in St. Mary's Higher Secondary School, Dindigul. I was not a brilliant student in the school studies. I'm the person who studies before the exams. My record-breaking mark I scored in my school is 2 out of 200 when I studying 11th standard. But I managed to score a good decent mark in my public exams. My parents were totally different from the typical Indian parents. They don't want us to choose engineering or medical. They gave us only one chance, that's to study printing technology. My brother also completed his degree in printing technology. I completed my degree in digital print media in Don Bosco Arts and Science College, Dharmaburi. My college life is totally different from my school studies. I scored a good marks in my college studies and I participated in cultural programs. I'm interested in dancing. I mostly participated in cultural events which were conducted in my college. I got a Best Student Award in my college, and I was the second student who got university first rank in the printing department. And after my degree completed, I came to Chennai for seeking a job. I was interested to work in a printing press like my parents, but I couldn't get a chance or suitable job for me. So I was forced to select the software field. I started my career as a junior graphic designer in Tuad Pro Media Solutions in Chennai. I worked there for 3 years and later I resigned the job and started my next work as a graphic designer in Aura Donnelly. Now I have been working as a project coordinator for Aura Donnelly since 2016. I have 9 years of experience in graphic designing field. My hobbies are reading books and listening to music, and I'm interested in watching movies. I'll watch movies, big star movies, and within 2 days, I would like to watch movies with their fans. And I'm interested in dancing, and I will participate in my office cultural program also. The reason I joined in Toastmaster is to come out from my comfort zone. My hardest part in my life is speaking. Speaking with others is the hardest thing for me. To come out from that comfort zone and come out to the fear I have for speaking with others and speaking in public speak. The reason is joined here is that. And thank you, over to you.
And thank you, Toastmaster Jacob Ronald. That was a very good introductory speech. Now I would like to hand over to Toastmaster Balakrishnan. So Toastmaster Balakrishnan, the topic is introduce myself.
Okay. Am I audible and visible?
Yeah, you're audible and visible.
Thank you. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. I like the quote here, an honest smile is an icebreaker. And let's hope that let's start with an honest smile. I'm a BE graduate and currently pursuing final year of LLB honors. My hobbies are playing basketball and reading novels. My short-term goal is becoming a lawyer, and long-term goal is to establish a law firm and be an eminent lawyer. I was born and brought up in Tirunelveli and went to Bangalore for my BE and moved to Chennai for my law school. My life journey from my hometown to metro city is amazing and full of memories, wonderful people, and a bundle of challenges. My journey has been meaningful only because of the people I met. There is no me without them. Who are they? My family, my friend, and teacher. Family. I was brought up in a small family. It consists of me, my father, mother, and aunt. They taught me the values of life, such as honesty, sincerity, and hard work. My family is important to me, and my father is the root of the family, who contributed a lot in bringing me up as a better person. I was named Balakrishnan because of my father, who believes my birth to be a good omen of success and growth. So he named me after the young and growing half moon. Friends, during my school life, I was an introvert and nerd. I didn't have many friends or any good social relationship. When I went to Bangalore, I met my friend Jagannathan there. He's a very carefree and exuberant guy whose life motto is don't let the drama in here and live a carefree life. After meeting him, it changed my outlook of the world totally. This made me break out of my cocoon and start interact with others and become a more outgoing guy, which increased my confidence level. Next is role model and teacher. In everyone's life, we will have a moment where we will realize that this is what I'm going to be. And this person here is my role model. I also had a moment as same as that. When I'm about 10 years old, my father took me with him to his law office. There, for the first time, I saw my father in a different point of view. The way he could go on and sat in his cabin and call his junior clerk to check and distribute the case code to others. There, I had a spark in my eyes. Seeing this, I realized I wanted to be a lawyer then and there itself. Here, I want to quote that man proposes and God disposes. After finishing my high school, due to some circumstances, I had to join BE Computer Science. After going there, I realized I need to move on to my next stage. So I joined BE, and when I came to the final year of BE, I was lost in thoughts like, what am I missing? Why am I not able to move forward again or motivate myself? I was lost in thoughts in most of my classes. During one such class, my professor, Sivabalan sir, noticed me lost in thoughts. So he called me to his cabin and asked me, what is my problem? So I told him my story. And after hearing me out, he advised me to complete my BE and pursue my law. By pursuing my dream of becoming a lawyer, I will be complete and will be able to move forward. This is what the advice I got from him. And here am I in my final year of law school. It has been a pleasure to be presented the opportunity of introducing myself. This is an amazing people. Thank you, and over to Toastmaster of the day, Ramesh.
Thank you, Toastmaster Balakrishnan, for your excellent speech. So today we have three unique icebreakers, and then all the three speeches are very good. And now I would like to call timer to give the valid to name the valid speakers.
All the three speeches are qualified. Three speakers are qualified. All the speakers
got 5 minutes break, and then we'll connect that.
Anybody offline? Please prepare for the polls. Toastmaster Tarun or anyone offline. Toastmaster Tarun or anyone. So have you declared the break, Toastmaster Ramesh?
Yeah, Kavita, we'll take 5 minutes break from now on.
Okay, so we are meeting by 11, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Toastmaster Tarun, please prepare for the polls in the meantime.
it is time.
I think it's time. Toastmaster Ramesh, you can start.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kavita, and then welcome back to the meeting. Now we'll go to the next event. It will be the debate, special debate event going to be organized by Toastmaster Deepak, Toastmaster Janani, and the Toastmaster Lakshman. I will hand over to Toastmaster Deepak to take over the event.
Hello everyone. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. Hope you are able to see me and hear me clearly. Any thumbs up or
your voice is slightly feeble.
Feeble. How about now, ma'am? Is it clear?
Yes, you can be a little bit louder though.
A little bit louder. I am. Okay. So today we have a beautiful concept to debate here. So the theme is something it's going to be.
Toastmaster Deepak, the previous one was better, Deepak. Previously you were using a set, right?
Okay.
That was louder actually. The one that Ramesh was using.
Okay, ma'am, no problem.
You can probably try that.
Hello.
Yeah, very clear. Yes, go ahead, Deepak.
Okay, ma'am. So welcome to debate session. So today we have a beautiful concept to debate. So the theme is going to be theater experience versus OTT experience. OTT as in you might consider this as a watching movie from your home. So that is going to be a theme. And we have Toastmaster Lakshmi from our buddy club, Wipro Chennai Toastmasters Club. So let me request Toastmaster Lakshmi to set the ground rules for this debate.
Hi, good morning, everybody. So we have an interesting debate session today, and it is going to be impromptu because right now only we announced the topic. So we are actually planning to have 3 people for each section. So 3 people supporting theater and 3 people supporting OTT. Whoever interested among you can actually volunteer yourself. So let me start off with
for the volunteers. Else
yes.
We will be picking up the person and assigning the roles. And so now the stage is open to take the choice whichever you want. Either it could be a theatrical experience or it could be watching movie from your home. So which one do you prefer? And I would like to have another 30 seconds for that. You can unmute and choose your team. So each team will have maximum 3 person. So I see Toastmaster Jacob is unmuting. So which team do you want?
I'll go with the theater experience.
Theater experience, perfect.
Okay.
I go for the OTT.
OTT, super. Okay. Toastmaster, let me please take a note of it so that.
Yeah, 1 second.
Yeah. So Toastmaster Jagannathan is opting for OTT, and Toastmaster Jacob has opted for theatrical experience. And do we have anyone from offline?
Yes. Deepak, Sriram here. I would like to volunteer.
Yes.
I would like to take which one, sir?
Yeah, OTT.
OTT, super, perfect.
Okay. Anyone else?
Can I have the question, please? I just missed.
Yes, sir. Toastmaster Balakrishnan, sir. So basically here we are going to debate between OTT, watching movie from OTT or from theater. So that is going to be debate now in another 1 minute. So would you like to pick any side, sir?
Any
Which
day,
side you
theatre,
want to
sir.
take?
Okay. So right now we have 2 people each for theater and OTT. We can have 1 more for each side. Who wants to volunteer?
Srinivasan sir, Toastmaster Srinivasan sir, would you like to take?
Anyone else?
Yes, sir.
I see Toastmaster Janani unmuting.
Who is Toastmaster?
Yes, quick. Who wants to
No,
take
that
up?
is on the virtual dais. They have in the name Janani. Anybody could.
Okay. Who else? Toastmaster Bala, Toastmaster Santosh.
Toastmaster Santosh.
Hi, Toastmaster Hassan. Would you like to take up any side if you're available?
Hi, Lakshmi. Yeah, sure. I'll go for theater.
Awesome.
Theatre.
So
Perfect.
theater slot is
So
completed.
from offline,
And
OTT. So we have Abha Janani taking OTT here from
Okay.
offline. So yeah, so could you read the final participants for each side?
Yes.
No,
So finally, for supporting OTT, we have Toastmasters Jagan, Toastmaster Sriram, and Toastmaster Janani. And supporting the theater, we have Toastmaster Jacob, Toastmaster Balakrishna, and Toastmaster Hassan. So now we have the contestants ready. I would like to announce how a debate works. Okay. So the ground rules are basically like, first, team A is theater and team B is OTT. And we will be giving 2 to 3 minutes each for one person to speak. So one person from team A first speaks for 2 to 3 minutes, then team B for 2 to 3 minutes. Like that, alternately, all the 6 people get to speak their own personal points. No opposition here, just their own personal points in the first half of the debate. So after that, when the first section of your personal opinion gets completed, we have the second section of the debate, that is the opposing section. So in the opposing section, you can choose one person from your side to represent the whole team and say their opposing points against the other team. So for example, Toastmaster Jagan is representing team A. He can culminate the points of all the 3 people and finally say why team B is not right or why team A is correct over team B. Similarly, in team B, they can choose one representative and say why team A is wrong and team B is right. So they will get a time of 3 to 4 minutes. So this is how debate works. If anybody has any doubts, you can ask. Okay,
Again, for
I
the
hope.
summary, what is the time you said? First,
3 to 4 minutes.
Sorry?
3 to 4 minutes.
Each team one time.
Yes, each team chooses one person to conclude.
Why you don't allow rebuttal in the first? Because in the team B, suppose team A, they are saying 2 to 3 minutes. There itself, when they come, they can do the rebuttal, no? In the debate.
Usually
don't
we
want to allow?
have no
You don't want
Yes,
rebuttal.
sir, that's up to you, sir. Actually, sir, anyhow, that is what going to happen. Anyway, whoever is speaking in the before slot, that's fine. We definitely going to debate. So that's up to your side, sir.
Yes.
We are given an opportunity for team to consolidate everything and put together all points and come up with some conclusion. That's
Yes.
it. Sir. It's up to your team and it's up to your wish, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. So 2 to 3 minutes individually in the first section, and finally one person to conclude for 3 to 4 minutes. And as Toastmaster rule goes, no topics such as sex, religion, and politics shall be included, and no unwanted fights or arguments are supported, because this is going to be a healthy debate with a very light topic. So are we good to go?
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Yes. So Deepak, do you want to take over or can I continue?
Yeah, so maybe since theater experience is coming from old age, right? So let me talk for theater side and you take over for OTT. Okay, so
Okay.
let's start with theater experience. So do we have anyone volunteer for this theater experience? Let me set the path, or let me set the base for this theater experience. So whenever we go out, right, with the family or with friends or with anyone we close relationships, so that this theater experience is something new, and we will actually live through the film, whatever we are watching. So that is the base feeling we will get whenever we visit theater. So with that, I would like to call anyone from theater side to talk more about your experience and why OTT is not actually needed. Why do you prefer theater? So
Jacob and Hassan, can I go ahead? Or anybody wants to go in my team?
Yeah, go ahead, sir.
Okay.
Timer, you can time for 2 to 3
Hassan,
minutes.
can I?
Yeah, yes, sir. Please go ahead.
A timer, you can start your timing when he utters the first word.
Yeah, so let's welcome Toastmaster Balakrishnan sir to pitching for his side.
கபாலிடா திரும்ப வந்துட்டான்னு போய் சொல்லு மெட்ராஸ் டோஸ்ட்மாஸ்டர் கிளப்ல. In the action, when somebody does on the stage, when the whole auditorium erupts with the flower and other things on the first day, will you get anywhere, Toastmasters? Silence after the mega introduction. Over to thanks to the debate team, and a nice topic to go during the spirit, because the children will be having, and after corona so many things happened. Because of that, the OTT became famous, and we had no choice to switch over to OTT. That is a positive. I know my opposing team will be talking about it when you cannot go out, but when you have the option, when corona is set and walking in the theater, still I remember Jyoti Theater, where for 60 paise there will be 2 movies. People will be going on top of your head and go there, and the gate crashing on those days for 30 paise, one movie. Still I remember from that day till day, whether you go to Satyam or any theater where you go, when you see with the audience and when you come out with their comments, that experience is different. Again, in movie we see for the real life experience nowadays, 3D or anything that you will not get in OTT or sitting at home. And again, the concentration on the movie many times I don't get when I watch in TV, so which is part of OTT, because many times we take break, we attend other calls. Here you go for entertainment. In entertainment, if you don't get entertainment and still you do your family work, business work, other things, there is no point in going for a movie. You never get that. You want to have a drink at home, you are doing it, fine. Or having a dinner with family, watching a movie, late night, all this are fine. But ultimately, going to the theater any day, even if it is people pay for 500 rupees or 1000 rupees, a ticket price at 100, we have seen many of the movies. I still remember many of the Rajini movies. Not only Rajini, Kamala Hassan. 4 times I went for Nenitale Enikam. And one of my friends went for 50 times on theater, Ayirathil Oruvan. Why? Will you get that pleasure? Every time when MGR comes, when people do that, that is different. We are stage, cross from stage, we are moving. It's a young generation. You will prefer OTT. Possible. But when you want to go out with somebody, will you prefer sitting at home OTT with all the other family? You have to go to a theater. Where with popcorn and other things, you are given with so many positive points. There are several positive points. What I see is the conclusion, and finally everybody will be emotional. They will be crying in some of the movies. That is where you get. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Balakrishnan, for your valid points in supporting theatre. Now we need a representative from the OTT side. So just like Deepak did, I can start off by saying not the usual points that Bala said, but imagine holding the cup of coffee that your mom made, sitting in your sofa comfortably, stretching your legs, watching the movie with such an ease. This experience, this is completely new to us. The technology has changed and we are introduced to the world of OTT, where the whole world of cinema is confined to our home screens. Who wants to go first? OTT section, who wants to go? Yes, we have Toastmaster Jagan. Jagan, you have 2 to 3 minutes timer. You can start.
Thank you. We have to move on based on the technology. First thing, last 2 years, all theaters are closed. But who will fill your problems or who sort out your problems? The OTT will sort out your problem. 500 rupees, I get 5 people can create a profile and n number of movies I can and n number of web series are there. Yes, we agree there are multiple options are there in live experience. Think about it. We are very poor family. If I go with my family to theater, popcorn cost is 150 rupees. For 3 members, 450. Okay, as well as 120 rupees per theater movie cost. And the movie ticket price is less than parking cost. All the things are I have to manage. And we went one movie called Vedigundu Murugesan. We all are facing a headache. We don't know how the film is there when we really enter into that. Till that we don't know how it is actually. But at my fate, we have to complete the 2.5 hours and spending the cost for the popcorn and everything. And end of the day, in family we got a fight. Okay. Instead of that, if we have a OTT, I can simply quit the movie and go for another one. Okay. As well as when my manager called, just to pause the movie and pick up my phone and speaking him and continue that. Even though now more experience introduced in the OTT. Web series are even more very experienced OTT web series are introduced. So based on that, you people are enjoying. Hopefully, you all people have a subscription, but you can debate, you can speak here in front of us. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jagannathan, for beautifully putting your points together. And we really loved that. But we'll see how this theater guys are going to debate you. So for that, so let's welcome Toastmaster Sriram. Sriram sir in theater only, or OTT?
Yeah, I'm on OTT.
Oh, OTT. Sorry, sir. Okay. So we have Toastmaster.
He's old but new.
Yeah.
We have Toastmaster Jacob.
Jacob. Yeah. So like to welcome Toastmaster Jacob to pitching his ideas.
Yeah,
Back
thank
to you.
Now, what is the reason we are watching movies? We need to enjoy the moments while we are watching the movies. I'm interested in watching movies, and I will watch the movies, big stars movies like Ajit, Vijay, and Rajini movies within the 2 days. I'll fight with my family and with my wife to watch the movies. I remember that while watching the Katti movie, I liked the introduction song. That the airport, the song happened in the airport. My wife and my mother made delay. I scold them, and there's a big fight we had on that day. So what I did is, instead of going by bus, I booked a cab. I paid 1,000 rupees for that cab to do not miss the introduction song. The reason to watch movie in theater is to enjoy the moment with the fans. I like to watch movie with the fans. I'm a neutral fan. I'll watch Rajini movie, I'll watch Ajit movie, and watch Vijay's movie within the first 2 days. While they shout and while how they are celebrating the movies, I like the moment how they are celebrating. We can't have the same experience while we are watching the movies in OTT. We can't shout in our house. Okay, the neighbor will be scolding us. We can shout in the theater. We can enjoy. We can dance in the theater with the other fans. It gives you the happy moments. It is a true happy moments in my point of view. And they said we can have we are not watching movies daily. we can monthly we can spend 1,000 or 2,000 rupees. We are not going to spend 1,200 movies each day, but per monthly once or 2 monthly once. And big stars movies will releasing yearly ones. We can spend the money yearly once. It's not going to make a big cost. And thank you, and over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jacob, for your valid points. Let's see what the OTT guys have to say. Who wants to go? Toastmaster
Yes.
Sriram or yes?
Yes, I'll
Toastmaster
go ahead.
Sriram. You can go ahead.
Able to hear me? Hello? Able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You're
Yes.
audible.
Thank you. So thanks all for giving this excellent debating subject, OTT or physical theater experience. Definitely, physical theater has been there for some time, but now situation is totally changed. The new normal, first wave, second wave, third wave, and now we are keeping our fingers crossed for the fourth wave. So, members, what do you feel? Now, do you still want to go ahead and watch a movie in the theater? Even if but there are situations where we had a lot of problems. The pandemic is engulfing us during this tough situation. Additionally, there is a huge investment involved. And how many theater owners are really, in the last 2 years, how many of them have lost so much of money? I can tell you there are big directors who are just on the verge of going bankruptcy. But simple reason is that they couldn't transition to the OTT. But there has been close to about, can they say, 950 million, that's what the data I say, of business turnover that has happened in the last 2 years purely because of OTT. And that has changed to be a solid platform. I can tell you the strong digital platform experience has given OTT a push. I recently happened to watch a movie on OTT. Almost in the last 2 years, I've watched 4 movies just sitting with my families. And the kind of experience we have now enjoying closely with the family is so different. And even others, we also spend time with the neighbors. The movies I watched, like Surya's movie, Surya Potru, and recently this Kashmiri Files have totally changed the experience on OTT. And I happened to watch a physical movie as well, and the experience was not that great, simply because my entire family booked. But in addition to this pandemic issue, my son got in the first row, my daughter got in the third row the ticket, and I got the ticket in the middle of the theater. My wife got it in the last row of the ticket. Now, what's happening here? Even if you're ready to go there, but crowd is, there is a huge crowd waiting there, and I couldn't get the ticket. I couldn't get a good ticket in a good theater, sitting closely with my family and watching the entire movie happily sitting beside. I felt like all alone. I'm still part of this pandemic and still, engulfing this new normal. Forget about this theater experience, enjoy OTT. I'm sure that is going to stay for quite some time. And we still have these hybrid meetings going on, but still OTT is here to stay. Yes, I can.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sriram, for. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sriram, for.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sriram, for beautifully putting your points with respect to OTT. Let's have our last participant, Toastmaster Hassan, to conclude the theatrical experience and also debate what Toastmaster Sriram has mentioned. So can we have Toastmaster Hassan on this virtual dais, please?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Deepak. Sorry, I'm not in a position to switch on my video. So I'll switch off it and then I'll continue with my debate. So imagine holding a cup of coffee made by your mom, sitting on a sofa, and you start watching a movie in an OTT platform of your own choice. And there comes a mass scene or a mass entry or a scene with a twist with a background scored by either Anirudh or Santosh Narayana or A.R. Rahman. And your manager calls. You'll pause the movie, you'll pause the OTT platform, and you pick the manager's call, but your mind will be still on the movie. You'll still think, how would that தலைவர் entry scene be if I would have watched it in the theater with all my friends whistling, throwing papers, shouting to the at the top of my voice. So that's the point wherein you realize that theater is much more greater than compared to OTT. Maybe that would have been different experience for a family, a family person like Jagannathan, wherein he has to bring, not only him, but with many people, he has to buy 4 popcorn when he goes for a movie. Jagannathan, for your kind information, the total amount of money that I spend when I go watch a movie in theater is 150 rupees, 130 rupees for the tickets. And if you can, there is a trick to watch movies in theater by reducing the cost to the minimum. You can park your car very much outside, or you can go by public transport by saving a lot of cost, and then you go watching the movie. Even though your manager calls, based on the background noise and the actual sound effect that you get in the theater, you won't get the calls. You won't realize that your manager has even called. So in that case, you can enjoy the movie to the fullest and come out of the theater and then pick the manager's call, having a sense of fulfillment that the movie has ended and you have really enjoyed your movie throughout. So that is my only strong reason why I would recommend you to go to theater and enjoy the movie to the fullest with the actual sound in the movie. And most of the devices that we use to watch Netflix or any OTT platforms, there have been many issues with the OTT platform. The sounding was not done right, because it was not it was meant for theaters, but it got released in OTT platforms. So there is this difference in experience you get between theater and OTT. So I would strongly recommend for OTT. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hassan. I literally felt like watching a movie after you said this. So we have the final speakers from the OTT side. Toastmaster Jalani, would you like to start off?
Sorry, Toastmaster Janani, your voice is not audible.
So all of us, or most of us here, have grown up watching movies in theaters. No doubt about that. But the first point I'd like to start with is something that the women in the club would probably relate to. And it applies to men also in some cases. Imagine the mother of a young child, a baby, just newly born. And she wants to watch a newly released movie. Can you imagine her going to the theater carrying that young, newly born baby, carrying the baby into the crowd and managing not only watching the movie without disturbing not only the baby, but the people around her? But with OTT, it has been a game changer, especially for the young mothers. Now, all you have to do, switch on the TV, watch a movie, the baby is crying, pause the movie, go back, take care of the child, come back and watch again. And second point that I want to make in favor of OTT is the fact that when I was in college, if I wanted to watch an international movie, non-Hollywood movie, I had to search online left and right, search for torrents, search for this, somehow try and get some link by which I can watch that movie. Today, all I need to do is find the platform on which it is streaming, switch on the captions, sit in the comfort of my home and watch the movie. And the third point that I want to make is, for all of us, who grew up truly enjoying watching movies, we all have those special movies. The first movie that I saw, the first animated movie that I saw as a child was Jurassic Park. And honestly, that experience blew me away and truly was something that I even now sit and cherish. But if I want to experience that again, what will I do? Can I go back to the theater and watch Jurassic Park? No. But then I just need to log on to my OTT platform and stream Jurassic Park, and I can sit and enjoy the whole movie again. And especially for families, imagine you want to share that experience with your child. Jurassic Park was your first movie. You want to share it with your son or your daughter. You can sit with the child and enjoy the movie, explain the movie, and watch them also enjoy the same experience. So yes, theater has its place, but OTT has truly made our lives better in its own unique way. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Janani, for putting your points together. And if I were in your side, I totally agree with you. Since I have taken opposite side, I will definitely have to oppose you. So yeah, so I will come back with better points later. And from my side, so who is going to represent and consolidate every points and put together the final point?
Can you give me just 10 seconds? I will ask again Jacob, and he is a new Toastmaster who has given his icebreaker. And Hassan, openly, I'm asking both of you. One of you want to go ahead, otherwise let me know. I will go ahead and summarize from our side.
So you can go ahead, sir. You can summarize.
Sir, you can go ahead, yeah.
Okay, now question to Madam Toastmaster Lakshmi. Nice to see you here from Wipro. Good topic to debate. And before that, I want to ask the two teams, sir. We have gone first. Now summarizing, we will do first or we will do later? Toss winning, who will do?
We can go ahead with your team itself. You guys, yeah.
We went first. I want to counter even the last point if they have anything. But still, I accept your view. I am going ahead now. Deepak,
yes. Before that,
wait. I didn't complete. I have to speak to my leader also. Deepak, thank you so much for you also. Before we proceed, and okay, ready.
Yeah, timer, please note time is 3 to 4 minutes.
Okay,
wonderful debate. First of all, I had to congratulate all three my opponents, and they had so many positive points, but they did summarize with few points, and all summarizing into one, except one point where our anchor, Madam Lakshmi, said some point about having coffee from her mother. But I feel sorry, one of my teammates directly gave a rebuttal to you, and I don't want to touch upon that point. Otherwise, Toastmaster Jagannathan points were ably countered by my teammate Hassan very well. And only point which I could not digest from you is that poor parking problem, all this were addressed. Now I had to take on Sriram saying that again, with your experience, we could have given other points, but you are sticking on to wave 1, 2, 3, 4. No. We are talking about the experience. We are not talking about the reason why you went for OTT. The experience you get it in OTT or in theater. I didn't get any points for that. OTT is cheaper. We agree. OTT, many things are there. I will counter the both of you later. Third point, again from Madam. I agree with you, Janani, various points. But you have to come to the one point. The lady who is having a baby, she is living in babysitter and she goes to Natan for 8 hours, including my wife. And those days, you can find 2 hours for a movie. I don't think that is the only reason you will do. These are all summarizing. What is the positive point in theater again? Entertainment is entertainment. You don't get entertainment every day. Just because one of the speakers said 5 movies, you get 500 rupees. Will you sit for 15 hours and watch continuously? Is it good for your health? Good for your mind? Good for your body? Good for your soul? What are all the movies you will be watching? Like Sriram said, there is a loss in one and gain in one. 2 years, you made a profit in stock market? No. OTT is a stock market. You made a profit in 1 year. You will lose again. Just because Bitcoin is ruling now, you will go for Bitcoin? High return? Yeah. OTT is one of those. People invest and they will lose. People in village or anywhere, according to your budget, you can go and watch. I gave a suggestion of Jayanti Theatre, Adambakam, where the fees are less. If you are going to talk about, the latest where you get food stall and whether it is Satyam or any major, city center where you have the multiplex with all the things, that is expensive. You walk and go and see. Finally, like my first speaker said, Jacob said, you have to have that feeling, ambience. And my last speaker, Hasan, said, concluding, that entry point, again, with my starting, I'll tell you, Tirumbi Vandatan Sollu. That entry mass, anytime, anywhere they display, you feel like breaking that center table. There is a coincidence today I found with my other speaker, Jacob, like Ajit, Rajini, and Vijay movies. You should watch only in theaters. You want to watch that movie with action packed, whether it is Sarkar, you should say that in style where people will clap. But when that is happening in your family, they will look at you. You want to see this violence movie? You will be having coffee. You will be, how many times? I will be watching 4th time or 5th time the Die Hard, or Mission Impossible in theater. People will comment. Why, Daddy? Again, same movie, again, same thing you are watching. Last week, that Sarkar was there. Full 3 hours I was watching in TV. But the movie feeling, what I get in theater is different. And just to summarize, any day it is theater. You have to wait for all this. Watch in theater. If you are, please don't subscribe to OTT. Over to you.
Thanks a lot, Toastmaster Balakrishnan, for concluding your side. Now I
So we will expect strong points from your team, Lakshmi.
Yes,
So
yes.
you have put lot of points and throw it
Yeah,
at
they
your
have put forward a lot of points. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure our side will also have stronger points to oppose.
Let's hope.
Yes.
Yes,
So shall we start now?
Yes, who wants to go from OTT
Yeah, I will
side?
go ahead with my viewpoints. Of course, I'll take viewpoints from my teams
Yeah.
and summary.
So are the other teammates okay with Sriram concluding?
Yes, from
Toastmaster
Abha
Jagan, Toastmaster Janani, are you guys okay?
Yes,
she is okay, fine with that.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
So
you, team.
Toastmaster Sriram, you can go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, team. First of all, I would like to thank my entire team who have laid on very good points on terms of supporting OTT. It's not just supporting, it is the real fact as well. And coming to the point which I said, experience, that experience, like Toastmaster Balakrishnan said, it's a different view. Experience is something which you spend actually on the movie watching time, and that is close to 100% at home. But look at the situation of going for a physical theater. To watch a 3-hour movie, I have to spend 2 hours commuting back and forth. Additionally, I have to get a parking slot. Mind you, how much of time we waste just to go and park a car. I know many situations I'll end up not getting a parking slot, eventually lose some portion of the movie as well. So it happened quite frequently for me, for my family as well. And the kind of experience you get is totally different in terms of online, because we are watching closely the family. They are, it's like you're feeling like a part of a small home theater. And what a great fun. I have my brothers, sisters, son, daughter, wife, everybody near me, and we keep exchanging. Now we even start commenting on this character. They give their perspective. I get to know the feelings of my family. I'm able to share the feelings of myself to the family in between the movie. Can this happen in a physical meeting? Like I said, each one of us sitting in some remote corner. If you're lucky enough, you may get all the seats in one row. But things don't happen on a very good movie for a very good theater. Friends, let's be practical. OTT here is to stay, not just for the pandemic, but for many other reasons. It's still going to stay there. And just to summarize, I can say that, like our member said, recollection of old movies. Like I said, Jurassic Park and many other movies. I can say, My Dear Kuti Chata. It's a very good movie. It's a what in childhood days. But can I watch it now on the press of a button in a physical theater? No. But I can do that on an online. And like my other team members, sky is the limit for the menial fee of paying 500 rupees. I can watch n number of movies of choice. Suddenly I feel that I didn't like a movie, I can switch off and move to some other movie. But is it possible in a physical theater? I'll have to just walk out. I did that. After Indian movie, I found the movie was frustrating. Why should I spend, on this kind of movies when it is totally, breaking my head? Whereas in online, it's not so. I can pick and choose. I can drop off and move on to some other movie. But in physical, it is almost near impossible. So, friends, if I lift any point, probably my team can add in the summary.
Only one to summarize, Sriram.
No problem, sir. No problem, sir.
Yeah.
Rules are free.
So one line I can say is that it's an OTT is a strong experience. More efficient. It's got a strong digital platform, and we have more options for the audience. That's it.
Anybody else from OTT wants to add a point? You guys have 30 more seconds to conclude.
Yes, last week also the movie is released by Ajit, and over full road is blocked. The police enter into there and clear out the number of traffics are there. Which is we also agree to enjoy the movie. At the same time, we should support for the nuisance things. We should avoid it. Right? So that is what. Also, it is we are not against the theater, as well as a family man. We have a limited budgets. We also need to enjoy with everything. Even though I can see more than 10 movies in a month, but in the budget I can't able to come to the theater. I also gave even theater VCD now. It is modern version is OTT, but I agree we also pay something. Last time we pay for 20 rupees per CD. Now we are pay for 600 to 700 per. Thank you.
So thank you, Toastmaster Sriram and Toastmaster Jagannathan. Hope you are able to hear me very clearly. Right? Thank you.
Yes,
so thank you for beautifully making all your points together. So this is this calls the end of the debate session. So let's have Toastmaster Lakshmi to talk about 30 seconds to conclude, and then I'll take 30 seconds and let's close this debate. Yeah, so from your side, Lakshmi, 30 seconds. Time starts now.
Yes, so if I put a bullet points of the advantages of OTT, first thing is international cinema. If I want to watch a Spanish movie, Lebanese movie, French movie, I can sit in one button, go, put the subtitles on and watch it. Impossible in Indian theaters. Point number 2, cost effective. One subscription, 1,000 cinemas. 2 subscription, n number of cinemas. Number 3, convenient. You can watch it at any point of the day. If you want to watch it at midnight, 2 o'clock, will the theaters be open? No, you can watch it in OTT. If you want to watch it with your family, you can sit and watch. And number 4, and number 4 is I would like to support Janani's point. It is very difficult for us if girls want to go for a first day first show. It is literally impossible in Indian theaters, but in OTT it is very simple. So if I add up of all these points together, along with the upcoming technologies, I'm pretty sure that OTT will be ruling the next 10 to 15 years of cinema, and I would definitely like to support OTT. Over to you, Deepak.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lakshmi. So let me complete this with the 6 points what I would cite from my theatrical experience. The first thing is parking, which Toastmaster Sriram is talking about. Why do we need to go to movie with the car, sir? We can go by bus, we can go by cycle even. Those days we friends together go with the cycle and we'll park near some tea shop and we'll go to the movie and come back and have some tea and talk about the theatrical experience and how we struggle to get first ticket, right? So that is so memorable nowadays, right? So I keep on cherishing to that moment. So second thing is some other topic that Toastmaster Abha talk about. Ma'am, so that is the theatrical experience. Ma'am, if your child is crying, have someone to take care of and you watch the movie, ma'am. So what is the point of watching movie then? If you keep on disturbed from some other external experience, that is why I am keep on institute to go to theater where you won't get any external disturbances. So that is for second thing. And third is feelings of family, what Toastmasters here I'm talking about. So even I also remember, if my father enjoys something, he pushes me to enjoy me as well. That is my freedom, right? I don't want my father's enjoyment to be broadcasted to me. Whichever is comedy for me, I can talk. Whichever is comedy for him, he can love. He cannot force me, no. So that joy, the sharing of feelings, it's irrespective of relationship. It should come naturally. So that is the thing I want to think. I want to stress. The fourth is offline meetings. How many people like to join Toastmasters offline? Say it from the heart. Everyone wants offline experience, right? Then what is the point in watching movie in your home, in your comfort zone? Come out of your comfort zone, enjoy together, laugh together. If someone laughs, you will also get a laugh. Just smiling and everything is contagious, right? So I would definitely recommend everyone to go to the theater and experience everything and walking out. Why? What is the point of moving to the movie then? I mean, going to the movie then. You have to live with the director. You should not never walk out from any movie because director has some perspective. That is why he has taken that movie. You have to see from that perspective and you have to enjoy. You should never ever go out of the movie in the middle. So that is another thing. The final thing is subtitle. If you go to movie, it doesn't matter. Language doesn't matter at all. Even I also went to a lot of movies which I don't even understand. But I enjoy through experience. Even I watched Malayalam movie, Telugu movie, Hindu movie without even knowing the language. Whatever the guys are talking about, I don't have a clue at all. But I experience, I enjoy. Whenever the audience are laughing, I also immediately got that laughter. Whenever they are crying, I also get that feeling. So that is what all about this theatrical experience, irrespective of watching movie in your comfort zone or in your bed. What is the point? So that is what I am asking. What is the point? Thank you. And thank you so much for all of your beautiful points from OTT points. Even if you ask me to talk about OTT, that is fine totally. But since I have taken theatrical experience, I have put in all together points.
Please.
And thank you so much for this beautiful opportunity. And we will come back with next debate, next meeting. So thank you. And back to you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ramesh. Sorry for the time.
Thanks to both of you.
Yes, thanks, team, for the excellent rebut jihad. It was a very humorous debate. And now again, I will hand over the control to Toastmaster Deepak to take over the table topics. We'll have one more impromptu session.
Sorry, it's fair to see my face again. So welcome to table topic session. So table topic session is going to be something different today. It's categorized into 4 different genre, you could say 4 different verticals. So it is love, action, drama, and music. So this is the 4 verticals. I'm going to give points to all. So I request the first volunteer to pick any one of these 4 verticals, and I will give the topic. You can draw on stage. Yeah, Toastmaster Jagannathan. Which one do you want? Love, action, drama, music? Wow, love. Okay. So that's the most important. It's a need of the hour today, right? Irrespective of time. Yeah. So moving on to love. So how do you convince your girlfriend for a first meet? How do you convince your girlfriend for the first meet? Back to you, Toastmaster Jagannath.
Yes, first we have to convince her, then only she will be our girlfriend actually, because the first options. Let's say we go for the movie, same love movie, Ek Tujhe Ke Liye kind of movie. We have to convey the message about the posters, and yesterday, that is one day before, we have to convey her about the meet. And earlier, there is no option. We have to fix a time, and that time you have to manage all the things and you have to meet her. Nowadays are changed. Now you can last minute also you can change it. But I can meet after 30 minutes or 1 hour by even evening also. Likewise, we have to convey the message to them. The conveying of love messages, however, we both love, we are in love, we have to go movie for love movie. And this will impress our relationships also. So we have to go with that. And we will enjoy in the theatrical experiences, even though the movies are really good. So likewise, I have to convey the message and convince her with this meet. Hand over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster.
Jagannath.
Hello. Okay. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Jagannath, for bringing your points. So let's have Toastmaster Sriram. He has volunteered himself for topic. So what do you like to take, sir? Love, action, drama, music?
Can we repeat? Love, action, drama, and
love, action, drama, music, sir. Music, song, anything.
Music.
Music. Okay, beautiful. So what is the one music you would love to hear whenever you are low, whenever you are happy? So the neutral song which you would like to hear.
Yeah. Like, thanks, Deepak, for this wonderful topic. Music has been a pleasant experience for me from the day of my listening from early childhoods. Whenever each one of us get into tough situations or stressful situation, we need some kind of a let out, and each one of us has different ways, and I feel music is one way which lets out your stress. Those days I used to hear many, apart from our local songs, I used to hear some Western music as well. Paul Moriarty is a favorite musician. He came from UK, and his Music in Air, that movie, the songs which he plays on the guitar, it's really fantastic. And I used to wonder from my school days, particularly during my exam times, I used to hear this. And those days we used to get in cassettes, this they call TTK cassettes, and I used to run to Burma Bazaar to buy those favorite music albums. And it's not that time, and I would say that all along my career, and even today, I have close to about 1,000 collections of musics on my mobile. And just that the music doesn't have transformed, but the way you carry it has transformed. Maybe you're able to handle more music albums in your mobile, but those days you have only one CD. So what it necessarily means is that try to find a way to let out your stress. It could be in any form. It could be music, or it could be something which really feels you more happy. And today, wealth is not the big thing. Happiness and inner peace of mind, these are the real ones which are being searched for, and even rich people are not getting that. So friends, have you found your music or your interest? Over to you, TT Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sriram, for bringing this topic and concept which you have said now. So it's actually true. Very nice of putting together. Music is always helps us to express and also heals us whenever it needs some words of what to say. So that's a healing piece of thing. So we'll always listen to. And so next, like to any volunteers? Toastmaster Balachandar, would you like to take? Oh, you would like to take on topic? Yeah, come. Yeah, no problem. So let's come. Whatever you have in your mind, you just express. That's it. You don't have to prepare it all. Yeah, so please give it a try. No, whatever, it's fine. No problem. So that's the scenario. So whenever we invite guests, so guests will feel that they are capable of doing something. So we will break your ice faster. You come to this one time, you can try. Yeah, you just introduce yourself at least. So where you are from, how do you came to know about this Toastmasters? That's totally fine. And if possible, you can add some thoughts to it. That's it. So good name. Taj. So let's welcome our guest Taj to our Madras Toastmasters Club. And so before that, just what is your favorite portion? Like love, action, drama. As of now, do you watch movies?
Yeah.
Who is your favorite actor? Vijay.
Yeah.
Wow, so nice. Okay, so this is a general thing. Okay, so since you like Vijay, even I also very fond of Vijay. So if you like to change the Tupaki movie climax, how would it be? That is your topic. You can introduce yourself. If you want to touch the Tupaki movie, you can touch. Otherwise, it's totally. Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
stage is yours.
Yeah, hi, I'm Kajam. So I'm coming from Tiruvanmiyur, Chennai. And then this is my first ever Toastmaster session. Actually, this is my first time I'm getting into this club. And then mainly I came here to explore to overcome I have some little bit of kind of fear of something how to talk in front of people like that. So I want to overcome those things. So for that I have been coming here. I hope I will overcome those things, and I will be exploring those space. So for that only I came here. And yeah, and it was a nice experience to be part of this club. And I came to know this club by just I was googling which is near to my good Toastmaster club. So that I was seeing this club has some good number of participants and kind of more reviews I was going through. It was I was seeing good reviews. So based on that I was choosing to be the part of this club actually.
Very nice. Little words about Tupaki movie. Why do you like that movie? Also, you can talk. Do you like Tupaki movie? No?
Yeah.
Why do you like that movie? You can just share 2 lines about that. That is right.
Yeah, it was good entertaining, and it was having good facts, and it was we can see Vijay as a stylish those things. It was all of it. It was a good movie.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Toastmaster. Yeah. Good. We'll hope to see you soon. You come again and again. Okay. So this is how Toastmasters meeting will happen, and you can also share your feedback at the end of the meeting.
Thanks everyone for the great opportunity. Thank you.
So let's give a big round of applause for our guest, Raj. And do we have volunteer from online meeting, offline as well? Would you like to take? Do you like that? Yeah. So we have TMOD. Can I have his name? Yeah, his name is Guest Touch. Yeah. So we have Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ramesh here. So which one do you like, sir?
I would like to take
drama. Perfect. So today we have an interesting person to act something to us. So let's have Toastmaster Ramesh. So your topic is, which is your favorite movie? Who is your favorite actress?
My favorite actor is
Rajinikanth. Wow, so nice. So as Toastmaster Balakrishnan has already introduced that Kabalida to us, so let's have your favorite portions of Kabali's dialogues to be enacted here. Back to you, Toastmaster.
I would like to maybe mimic Bacha.
Yeah. It's totally fine for this.
So the reason I love Rajini is his movies are he gives a very strong message in each and every movie, and also all his actions are they look very charming and realistic. Maybe that's the reason I love him. Coming back to maybe Bacha, the Bacha is, I feel it is the one of the best ever movie for Rajini, because there were all the characters were very good and they were very well connected with him. And the screenplay and then the story was well enacted. Maybe I would end my speech with the famous dialogue. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ramesh, for enacting us and bringing Rajinikanth to our Madras Toastmasters Club meeting. And so let's have any other volunteer. Do we have anyone? Toastmaster Santosh, Toastmaster Jagannathan,
Deepak, keep a tag of the time as well, Deepak. Are we on time?
Yeah. So this is the last topic. So I'm going to sharply end at 12 p.m. So we'll definitely have one last topic. Okay, so we have say Toastmaster Tarun Kumar. So yeah, so which one do you like? Love, action, action. Okay. So which is your favorite action movie, Toastmaster Tarun?
Favorite action movie? I'll say it is Batman, the latest one.
Batman, the latest one?
Yes.
Okay, so I just asked you, I'm not going to talk about
Okay,
that.
okay.
So the thing is, so today you are going to be an action hero. Okay? Which movie, which Tamil movie would you like to be an action hero? And which scene do you like the most? And can you enact us for us?
Enact?
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah. So back to you.
Okay, which Tamil movie would I like to act in?
Correct.
Okay, action movie.
Action.
That is something to think about. Okay, so the Tamil movie, action movie, which I like to act on.
Maybe Valimai also you can take.
Valimai, that's an instinct. Yeah. So let's say I'm in the first fight scene. I just entry scene. Okay. I won't be in a tempo. I'll be in a car. So in a car, I'm waiting. Every guy comes in. Okay. So instead of just beating up everyone, I'll make it a bit realistic. So first, I'll honk. Pom, pom, pom. Then the lights on. Lights will on, and yeah. Every guy, every thug who came in will see me, and he'll see Yarra Yamanda in the Nartha right hand. Okay, in Nartha, I'll take a mic. In Nartha, Nandanda Seri. Yarra in the area on the Valadi Ama. The one thug will come in and Yarangada. After the door will break. The door will break. And yes, every thug is in shock. And thugs running to beat me up. And yes, one more thug flying. Then every thug backs up. Then everyone come together, trying to beat me. Then everyone's bouncing on me. I'm stuck, and boom, everyone flies off. That's how I imagined it. Yeah. Any improvements? Text me, and we'll think about it. Over to the MTC Master.
Thank you so much, Master Tarun. Whenever he says stuck, actually it is pointed to me. Why do I even give my name to this TT, and he's giving me this very difficult topic, and every thought I was imagining that he is having me, and he is punching to me. So thank you so much, Toastmaster Tarun, for taking up this challenge, and you have enacted very well. So we really enjoyed it. And so that's all from my side, Toastmasters. So I hope you enjoyed thoroughly during this debate as well as this table topic section. So that's all from my side. Back to you, Toastmaster. Hey, Toastmaster.
Thanks, Toastmaster Deepak, for taking us to the PT session. Next, I would like to hand over to Toastmaster Sriram to take over the evaluation process.
Yeah. Thanks, Toastmaster Ramesh. Are those able to hear me? So what a great today so far. Of course, we had some initial hiccups. I too had some issues connecting. And thanks to Toastmaster Balakrishnan for stepping in my role and handling it efficiently. And luckily I had some issues. Unluckily I had some issues, and I was able to overcome that. So we had 3 exciting speeches today, apart from the very enthusiastic sessions, debates, and of course table topics. So to evaluate them, the prepared speeches, I have a strong team of seasoned Toastmasters. So we'll start with the first speech evaluation, speech given by Toastmaster Abha Janani. Will be evaluated. The evaluator is Santosh. So before I call Santosh, let me also introduce him. He's a passionate learner interested in learning new things. Currently working as an associate consultant at Drop. His hobbies include listening to music and playing games. What do you, Toastmaster Santosh?
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster.
Here's some echo sound.
Offline, please go on mute.
Thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Sriram. Hope I am visible and audible.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for confirming. A timer, you can start your time now. First of all, a great applause for Toastmaster Abha Janani for beginning her Toastmaster speech journey. She had opened her speech very well. She greeted everyone and she beautifully narrated her name, Abha Janani. Initially, many of them are not know what their name of their meaning is. My name is Santosh. Easily everyone can understand it is from a other language and easily can understand the meaning of the word. But when it comes to Abha Janani, we are not aware of what the word of the meaning is. She beautifully narrated that and explained those two words in a very explanatory manner, explaining what it means was Abha and Janani. And she beautifully met the project objective of explaining about herself, and she learned the objectives of the and guidelines and structure of a public speech. And she chose the beautiful topic of my first step, which is aptable for her first speech of her Toastmasters journey. Coming to speaking about the content and delivery, she has beautifully organized her content with opening as about her briefing about her name and organization of the body, about something with the quote and person in search of the meanings, and how she beautifully transitioned from one content to another. And when it comes to the conclusion part, she beautifully concluded with because of she was an introvert and how this Toastmasters journey will be helpful for her to upgrade herself in the future Toastmasters journey. Some of the positive things as a first time speaker I could say for her is she had a great body language while speaking in the stage of an offline Toastmasters meeting, and she had greatly organized and greatly spoke without any pauses or without any interruptions. Some of the things where she can improve her in the upcoming speeches, she could have told more about about herself, her background, and how she came to know about this Toastmasters club and something like that. And more about, she was saying an introvert, something to more about how this Toastmasters seems to be a more useful way to improve her. And where she had gone through such hard phases of transitioning from a speaker to a public speaker. These some things could be incorporated so we, the first time listeners of your speech, can know more about yourself. Apart from this, it was a wonderful speech, greatly organized, great content, and great transitions from the areas to area, and great body language, and great daily work. I would wish herself a great Toastmasters journey ahead, and I wish her good luck. Thank you. Over to General Evaluator.
Yeah. Thanks, Toastmaster Santosh, for this nice evaluation. So next, to evaluate Toastmaster Balachandra's speech, we have Toastmaster Kavita. Before I call her, let me introduce her. Kavita is, of course, she's our current president of MTC. She's working as a defect manager in a software company. 13 years of experience in IT and 6 years in Toastmasters. Currently, of course, she's the president, and over to you, Kavita.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Sriram, for that wonderful introduction. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. Let me remove the spotlight. Okay. Toastmaster Balachandar in particular. Toastmaster Balachandar's video is not on, so I'm not. Okay, let me start. So, Toastmaster Balachandar, I would like to congratulate you on your first speech, Icebreaker. It was an excellent speech. It did not seem like an icebreaker first speech at all. So let me talk about your presentation, and then let me talk about your speech structure or the content. So your body language was very cool and composed. So I could not see any discomfort with your talking on the virtual dais. And your hand gestures were also very smooth and very natural as well. Your voice modulation also seemed very much like a seasoned speaker. And I also understood that you have a very good command over the language, which is not mandatory, but it is also, it will really help to make your speech, boost up your speech. So I really liked all of these. And one very important thing I noticed during your speech was you had a smile throughout your speech. So not all the speakers can do that. So it comes naturally for you. So I really like that. So these are the things I could see in your presentation. This being your first speech, I would say that it was extraordinary when it comes to your presentation skills. Coming to the structure of your speech. So during the first speech, people generally skip the structure. You should always have a proper introduction, body, and conclusion. I could see that you had a beautiful introduction. You started off with a quote. So you said, honest smile is an icebreaker. So it was very honest, in fact. So you had a smile throughout the speech, and that first quote made a big difference during your speech. And to start with, you had that punch to actually start the speech. I really like that. And I'm sure you had a review with your mentor. So it was clearly seen in your speech. You also had a few more quotes. Man proposes, God disposes. So these are things that will add that flavor to your speech. So I really liked those. This being your first speech, you were able to come up with all that. And it was well structured, properly structured. And talking about your content, as it is, you seem to be a very inspiring personality. You did your B and you switched over to LLB. So that is something I really, it was very inspiring. So at a very young age, you know what is your calling. So, and it's not like your herd mentality that you always do engineering and being a doctor, engineer, and you chose your path. So that is something I was inspired in the content. So these are the things that came to my mind. I see a very, very potential, excellent speaker in you. So looking forward for more speeches. Over to you, TT G.
Thanks, Kavita, for this enthusiastic evaluation. Next, I would like to call Toastmaster Balakrishnan to evaluate Toastmaster Jacob's speech. Before I call, let me give a quick introduction. And he is AMFI registered mutual fund distributor and finance consultant. He is founder president of MTC and passionate about YLP. He has no real life hero, but only from stories. Spider-Man. The lesson he learned is help others from difficult people. So over to you, Toastmaster Balakrishnan.
In life, I had a different meaning for magic. When I had to get this, suddenly like a magic we are getting. That is what the definition I had. But I thought these are all impossible things we are getting in magic. Today, I changed the perception, saying that people should know from today's speech that what we are avoiding, when we start looking at it, then what you think as magic will happen. That is impossible will become possible. Toastmasters, general evaluator, fellow welcome guest, and my target speaker, Toastmaster Jacob Ronald in particular. As per TMI guidelines, I will be evaluating your speech strictly in the beginning because it is icebreaker speech, just for the purpose of the speakers or those who gave icebreaker, as well as for the new guests. See, in Toastmasters, when you give, we look at only two parameters. One, did you introduce yourself? Here, Toastmaster Jacob Ronald has done perfectly, 100%. You ask about the parents, we know last 25 years, 30 years, they were working in printing press. He is from Dindakkal. He is from, with brother, how, sibling rivalry, nicely put. And we also know he moved from there to real printing to digital printing, go on and on. He has explained fully about this lifestyle. Going with the title of the speech, Life So Far, My Life So Far. That is the title of the speech. Perfectly done. What is the part number 2? Basic structure of the speech. How did you do the opening. It was wonderful opening when you talk about magic and relate with hard work will pay the dividend. That is, in your own words, is the work you are avoiding. It was a good opening. Thumbs up. Then in the body of the speech, he talked about Jacob Ronald, who is from Dindakkal and parents. And because of a parent's compulsion, he did not choose any other field. I like you that he chose to be in printing line. His brother also in printing line. He is married and with one kid, Jasper. He was not good in studies in school, but he did well in college. These are all just to remember. Yes, well organized, including your R.R. Donnelly. Very good job. And finally, he concluded. His conclusion was good. He wanted to overcome fear. He was an introvert. So he joined Toastmasters. You are in the right place. I can tell that. So what is that? One point I want to give. When you have so many positive points, only one point I can see. Structure of the speech. Only on that. How the structure should come. When you talked about your parents, how was a printing press those days? I remember going as a boy, when people put the paper one after the other, quickly, they change, they do script, small, put it, how they make, they did. When your brother studied, how it was. When he came digital, how it changed. Even when he came to city, how it changed the R.R. Donnelly. If you added all those experience, there is a sequence. Otherwise, you did a wonderful, very good preparation, presentation. You were to the point, you are done. And going with the Ronaldo, you scored the first goal. Wonderful. Over to you, General Evaluate.
Yeah. Thanks, Toastmaster Balakrishnan, for this vivid evaluation and comments. So now is the time for tag report. Let's call timer Toastmaster Saravanan to share the timer report. Over to you, Toastmaster Saravanan.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is my timer report of this day today. In case of prepared speech session, Toastmaster Abha Janani took 4 minutes 6 seconds. Toastmaster Balachandra took 4 minutes 21 seconds. Toastmaster Jacob Ronald took 4 minutes 43 seconds. In table topic sessions, Toastmaster Jagannathan took 1 minute 19 seconds. Toastmaster Sriram sir took 2 minutes 6 seconds. Case Taj took 1 minute 24 seconds, and Toastmaster Ramesh took exactly 1 minute. And Toastmaster Tarun took 2 minutes 5 seconds. In case of evaluation session, Toastmaster Santosh took 3 minutes 8 seconds. Toastmaster Kavita took 3 minutes 12 seconds, and Toastmaster Balakrishnan sir took 3 minutes 24 seconds. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thanks, Toastmaster Saravanan, for the brief timer report. Next, I would request our accountant, Toastmaster Manu, to present her report. Over to you, Toastmaster Manu.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sriram. Let me share my screen. Give me a moment. Hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
Okay, this is my report for today's meeting. For prepared speeches, Toastmaster Aha Janani, it was a clear speech. Toastmaster Balachandran, he used twice. Toastmaster Jacob Ronald, hum was repeated, and also Batta. In table topic session, we had a Toastmaster Jagannathan who used twice, so thrice. Toastmaster Sriram, you had a clear speech. Guest Das had 2 thrice, so thrice, like 5+ times, and repeated words was I was. Toastmaster Ramesh had used like 5+ times. Toastmaster Tarun Kumar used 3 times and 5+ times. And as of evaluation speeches is concerned, Toastmaster Santosh repeatedly used and. Toastmaster Kavita used 5+ times and 2 times. Toastmaster Balakrishnan had a clear speech. And about our role players, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ramesh used R 5+ times. Toastmaster Shriram used you know twice. Toastmaster Deepak used R 4+ times, and so 3 times. Over to the gentleman.
Thanks, Toastmaster Manu, for this very detailed report. Next, I would call Toastmaster Tarun to give the grammarian report.
Yes, sir. Hello, sir. Can I start, sir?
Yes, go ahead, Tarun.
Yes. Okay. So, yeah, let me start with the prepared speeches. The first participant was Ava Janani, ma'am. Toastmaster Ava Janani. The words that I found interesting were words that I liked, or the quotes that I liked were, the first quote that was interesting was the person who knows how gets the job done. The person who knows why becomes the boss. That was an amazing quote, and I found that was very interesting. Then Toastmaster Balakrishnan, his words were choose my calling. Then Jacob, I'm really sorry, I couldn't pay attention. There was a problem here, so I had to adhere to it. So then the special event, Toastmaster Deepak, you force live with experience genre. Then Balakrishnan sir, then Toastmaster Jagannathan. Then Toastmaster Jagannathan, ticket less than parking cost, hectic. Toastmaster Sriram, huge investment, here to stay, bankruptcy. Toastmaster Ava Janani, blooming, has its place. Then Toastmaster Jacob Dyers, moment with fans. Toastmaster Hassan, backdrop, enjoy the movie to the fullest. And for the TT session, Toastmaster Jagannathan, the words that I liked were on the spot, etc. And Toastmaster Sriram, pleasant experience, music flair. Toastmaster Tajamul, work on myself. And Toastmaster Ramesh, charming, unrealistic dialogue. Then in the evaluation session, first Toastmaster Santosh, had a good start, and I couldn't pay attention. I'm really sorry for that. Toastmaster Kavita, choose your path, choose your calling. Toastmaster Balakrishnan, make the impossible possible. Hard work will pay the dividend, and score the first goal. These were some of the words that I found interesting in today's session. Over to you, Standard Evaluator. Thank you.
Thanks, Toastmaster Tarun, for this very detailed grammarian report. So coming to the overall meeting experience, of course, we had some technical glitches. The meeting got delayed initially, and of course, I am also to be blamed because I had some connectivity issues. And of course, thanks to Toastmaster Balakrishnan for stepping in and playing the initial G role on my behalf. And meeting continued from there. And of course, we had a lot of a lot of takeaways. Great, 3 great speeches, followed by a wonderful debate session. And thanks to Deepak, Lakshmi, and team for making this lively debate, OTT or physical theater. And I really felt a part of it. I hope each one of you did. And this gives a very good experience. And I think going forward, you should have more debates like this and make it more fun-loving. And today's meeting, we had very low participation. I think probably around 15 people. Maybe we can have more people attending. And but still, I felt that the meeting was so lively that we didn't feel that there is less people. But on the whole, it was a great session. I would say a lot of takeaways and memories. And with this feedback, I would probably hand over to our Toastmaster Ramesh Modi.
Thanks, Toastmaster Sriram and your team for your excellent evaluation. I hope that all the suggestions given by your team would help us to improve and become better. Now I would hand over to presiding officer, Toastmaster Kavita, to award the winners.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ramesh, for making this meeting a big success. Let me do the spotlighting. Okay. Okay, before we go into the different segments, I would like to request all the Toastmasters here to do the renewals. So Toastmaster Preeti is eagerly waiting for your renewals. So it is very important that we need to renew and continue our membership in Toastmasters, and consistency is the key here. So let's renew as soon as possible and help Toastmaster Preeti to make her job easier and make your life also very productive. Let's with that note, let me move on to the guest feedback. So we have a few guests offline, I guess. I think guest Taj, can you please come on to the stage and let us know your feedback? Guest Taj, I think we spoke during the last. Yes.
Yeah, we have guest Taj here. Guest Taj will be giving his feedback. Yes.
Yeah, hi. It was a great experience. Standing in front of this many people and talking. And here I came to it was experienced kind of different things and meeting up people and talking to this number of people. I won't do much these things, and it was I was having different kind of what we can say opinions and different kind of I heard different kind of speeches and different things. So many things I have learned, and it was a good experience for me. So I hope I will develop myself and I will improve myself on this, and this club will help for it. And then I enjoyed being here, and it was great experience. First time I spoke here, and I didn't people they they helped me and they encouraged me to speak. So for that only I came initially. I refused to speak. Afterwards, after the encouragement, I came to okay, thought of speaking here. So it was a great experience here. Thanks for everyone.
Thank you so much, guest Taj. It was really wonderful having you here. You did a great job in your table topics. I'm hoping to see you as a member very soon. So please do keep in touch with Toastmaster Preeti if you're interested in becoming a member. So do we have any more guests?
If guests are not there, I want to add one more general event. Sorry.
Yes, please.
Anybody is there? Guest is there?
Guest offline, Toastmaster Tarun or Toastmaster Suhasini, can you please confirm?
Yes, ma'am. We had only one guest. We had only one guest here, ma'am.
Okay, great. So online, do we have any more guests? I think no. And from our buddy club, do we have anyone? I think Lakshmi and Hasan had to step out. We have Toastmaster Jagannathan. Do you want to give a few? Yes.
Yes, we really enjoyed actually. We can see the offline meeting also as well as it is online. The management team is really good to mingle this because offline meet is different, online meet is different, and some of the person hold the camera in the coming into the stage, as well as he also needs to join in this meeting, as well as Deepak conducted very nice, and the TTM is really enjoyed because the action drama. One guy came, I think Tarun. The drama is the action is really we see it is as a live. He tried to make it as a real scene. It's really we enjoyed this and we congratulate them. Everybody come forward and take a role, as well as all people said in a great role, as well as the grammarian. Keep it up. It's really good. And evaluator Balakrishnan level of energy. We are learning more things. We have to come forward. And Kabalida, the time we comes to know that we need more energy to compensate to you. So we take this note from you and we will take this. Thank you all.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Jagannathan. We really would like to have more of your buddy club meetings. So it was very enthusiastic to have you, Hasan and Lakshmi here. And thank you so much for that. This being a special event. So we will share the video with you so that you can do it for your golden gavel as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. Arun, you want to say something? Okay. So I think with that, we can move on to the results for today. So the best speaker for today is Toastmaster Abha Janani. Let's give a big round of applause for Toastmaster Abha Janani. So the results, I think I got it from Toastmaster Suhasini.
It's in the chat. Can you please check your chat? It's in the chat now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So everything you have in your chat.
So is it a so it includes the online and the offline result? Okay. Okay. So let me go ahead. Congratulations, Toastmaster Abha. And yeah. And best TT speakers, Toastmaster Sriram. Congratulations, sir. Do we have Toastmaster Sriram? Yes. Spotlighting.
And let me spotlight.
Okay. And best evaluators, Toastmaster Balakrishnan. Congratulations, sir. Spotlighting. Okay. And best tag role players, Toastmaster Tarun. Congratulations, Toastmaster Tarun. And the best overall role player for today's Toastmaster Deepak. Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
I think I have covered all the roles. Have I? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. The today's rating is
4.7.
4.7 is a very good rating. Thank you so much, everyone, for making this possible. Okay, I think we are done with 611th meeting, and it was an exciting buddy club meeting. And offline, please, everyone, please come to the stage so that we can.
One point, yeah. Can I add one?
We are already here, ma'am. We are already in the stage.
Okay, so you have 6 people there. Okay,
yes,
really great to see you all offline.
So this is our guest.
I guess I think we had a word. I mean, during the last week, I think we spoke.
Can I add one point here? Yeah.
Yes, Toastmaster Balakrishnan.
Someone can also take.
And we have to appreciate Tarun also opening the meeting as Sergeant at Arms. You also opened as a president. Very good. Only thing, finally, it came out. I was wondering when we mentioned the Wipro joint meeting. So finally, you called Jagannathan and Hasan. I wanted to ask, anybody else is there from Wipro? Thanks for
no. I think 2 of them had to drop out. I mean, I had to step out. But yeah, we had Toastmaster Jagannathan. Thank you.
It was a wonderful meeting arranging another club. Good.
Excellent buddy club meeting. From Wipro as well as our president Kavita organized it very well.
Yeah. Special mention to Toastmaster Suhasini, who made this event a big success. So she did all the.
Thanks, Toastmaster Suhasini, for that excellent VP role.
Had been very silent throughout the meeting, but she was the, she was the
silent driven force.
In spite of dropouts, she's managed that very well. So great.
Yeah, she's the unspoken hero here.
Yeah.
So,
unspoken queen.
Yes. So can we have all the cameras switched on so that we can have the snap taken?
Bonus here, no?
Okay. Yes, everybody is seeing. So is anyone taking, or can I take it? Let me take it.
Yes, ma'am. You take the pride and take, ma'am.
Okay. Give me a minute. Okay, I got it. So I would like to close, adjourn 611th meeting. Thank you so much.